YouTube video, that's FYNN, and I want to say thank you for the comment on my last video, which has given me the idea on what to make this video about. And yeah, basically a video on my last comment told me to make a video on how long I think Jose should stay in the Manchester United management position, because clearly he's not doing his job. Yeah, basically lots of people are saying it's people in a higher power than him that aren't doing their job by bringing in the right transfers, and it's the players. But to be honest, he demands respect. You can say it's not 100% Jose's fault, but when it came to players like Zidane at Real Madrid when he was managing there, he demanded respect. People respected him, no matter how, if they were in a higher position than him, they respected him. Players, they respected him. Jose's lost the board, and by causing conflict with the players, he's lost them completely. So I don't think, to be honest, the next game against Fulham, if he doesn't win that, I think he's out. I think he's lucky to still be in this position, but clearly I don't think he should stay any longer. I love him, but to be honest, he needs to go to a different team for a while, maybe a break from the Prem. I think he's been in the Prem too long, he needs a break. Maybe he can come back like he did at Chelsea, take a break, then come back. But I don't know, to be honest. So in this video, basically, I'm putting the top managers who I think could replace Mourinho, or at least should replace Mourinho. Okay? The first one I'm going to mention, I think it's a good shout out, is Pochettino, the Spurs manager. The Argentinian manager has done well with Spurs, managed over 160 games for them or whatever, been there since 2014 I believe, has done really well, has definitely, I think, been the manager to define Spurs as a top 6 team that's a strong team, and basically he's gone to the point where he didn't even need to make transfers in the last transfer window, and he's still doing really well. I believe Spurs are in the top 6, they're maybe 3rd or 4th or whatever this season already. He's doing really well, he didn't need to do that. Jose himself, we needed transfers, and he brought in players like Grant, who we're never going to play realistically. Delo, okay, he's once again prospect for future, but not for what we need now. And same as, who else did he bring in? Fred. Fred isn't even playing, so yeah, once again, I think Pochettino is a good shout, doing really well with Spurs. I believe he's drawn like just over 30 games, lost just over 30 games, but has won almost 100 games. I think it's 98 now or something like that, which is incredible stats and far better than what Jose is doing at Manchester United. Okay, the next one I want to bring in is probably Allegri, the Juventus manager. He's been there for just under a decade. He's obviously, everyone just knows Juventus as the powerhouse, and he's basically built almost that whole team at Juventus. Basically that whole starting lineup, he got Ronaldo out of Madrid to go there. I'm pretty sure that's not why Ronaldo left there, but the fact that he got there, and that whole team as a whole is just incredible. So I think Allegri from Juventus is a great shout out. Obviously lots of wins, doing semi-well in Champions League. Obviously hasn't won Champions League with Juventus, but as I said, really well. And before that he was at AC Milan and won it with them. So I think he could bring really great performances to Manchester United, and just the way, because he focuses and he does amazingly with bringing in great midfielders, forwards and defenders. So I think that's amazing, and that's something we need. The next manager I have in line is Ancelotti, who I think is one of the best managers. He's basically managed at the top club of every league. I think he's done Real Madrid, he's done Juventus, he's done, I think, Milan, he's done Chelsea, he's done everything, Bayern Munich, PSG, you name it. And I think tied with Zidane for most Champions League wins as a manager. I think he's up there with 3. I think that's definitely something we need. And in terms of that, I think he could do really well. He could help us improve hectically. He's now at Napoli, so he's only been there for a short period of time, but I've got a feeling that he would definitely go to Manchester United over staying at Napoli. Once again, he could also really improve us European-wise in the Champions League. That's assuming we stay in the Champions League, which I don't see happening. I definitely see us going to Europa League next season anyway. Okay, the next one I have lined up is Well, look, this was a suggestion by my dad. I was talking to him about it because I just talked to him about my videos. But he was talking about maybe instead of only bringing managers, bring someone in who just knows the team well, not necessarily a manager. But for instance, I think Ryan Giggs has managed us in the past, was Roy Keane or something like that. And it hasn't worked out too well, but I think it's one of the pundits, someone who sits and talks on TV about the games and reviews it all the time and talks about the problems we have and what he would do to fix it and everything. I think we could bring in Paul Scholes. I think he would do amazing as a Manchester United manager. No one knows how Manchester United would run better than him. He played 499 games, I believe, for Manchester United, which is insane. Over 20 years. I think he would just destroy as a manager at Manchester United. He knows the team, he comments every week on TV, and I think he'll just do it. And yeah, my best pick, the pick I'd have to put in number one and who I would get as our manager, another Argentinian manager, same as Pochettino, is Simeone, the Atletico Madrid manager. I believe he just, the last game was his 400th, I believe, game managing Atletico Madrid, and let's be honest, he has been there forever at Atletico Madrid. He has built that team. Every player you see in that team is pretty much because of him. He has built a team. He has built a rock star team that can compete with Atletico Madrid and Barcelona, and many people do believe can definitely win La Liga, probably Champions League as well, to be honest, considering they won the Super Cup against Real Madrid. I think Simeone has just got an amazing record, doing super well at Atletico Madrid. He would definitely be my topic because, once again, he knows what attackers to bring in, midfielders, keepers. He's been amazing with his keepers over the years and defenders. I mean, I know we've got De Gea, but say he loses interest and leaves, then we've got Simeone to sort us out, and he can definitely do something in that department. Okay? But otherwise, that is it. As I said, I don't think if Jose keeps this up, he'll last until Christmas. I don't see that happening. Thank you for the suggestion for this video. Once again, I think we need to sort this out because we should be a powerhouse club. We've lost that ability and we need to get it back. So yeah, please like this video. Thanks for subscribing, commenting, and everything else. Thank you very much, and cheers.